Okay, I am live. Okay, let me see. Just gonna wait for more people to show up. Hey, Katia. Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. Come on in. Come on in. Because y'all know we got some things to talk about. Okay. I was gonna do my weekly Instagram live tomorrow, but you know, with all this news coming out, I had to get on here and share my 2 cents. So the topic today is, what's the topic? What should I name this topic? Because I'm gonna talk about the fact that Mickey Fox or Micheala Pink got arrested for fraud, theft, money laundering, all that scamming basically. And I want to talk about basically, I don't know, I guess how to spot scammers in the level up community, because there are a lot of scammers in this community, y'all. They are very predatory, and a lot of these people are narcissists. And I have to come and speak up, because I've been trying to warn people for years, but every time you say something, you call out someone, people call you a hater or something like that. And and I get it, because yes, the scamming tea. Yeah, I get it, because when you try to warn people, people don't they don't take it very well, and that's fine, because you are allowed to like who you like, you are allowed to follow who you follow. I hope you can teach some women how to have critical thinking skills. Emily, you see, the thing is, if they are not on my Patreon, they're not in my paid group, and they don't attend my book club, it's gonna take them a very, very long time, if at all, to develop critical thinking skills, because this is what we talk about. The difference between me and other level up gurus or whatnot is that I turn my platform into kind of like a school, like an actual academy, because we have study groups, we read the books, and we study. We do case studies as well. And I'm not here selling dreams. I would never do that. I don't have time to sell dreams. Okay. And that's probably why I don't have a large following, because if I was out here selling dreams, you know, um, trying to look like an Instagram model and trying to fake a lifestyle. Honestly, I believe I would have had a lot more followers. But I am grateful for my followers, because my followers are so loyal. Like, you guys are so loyal and so dedicated. I love you guys so much. And you know what? I rather have a small following that's loyal than to have a large following that are not loyal, if you know what I mean. But let's just talk about the whole situation. So if you guys are on Facebook, you all saw the mugshots. My y'all, you guys was blowing up my DMs, y'all. You guys were blowing up my DMs. And listen, when I saw it, I shook my head, because I can't say I was surprised, but I want to say disappointed, because honestly, I kind of blocked her out, because like these people, like these toxic people in the level up community that have these large followings and stuff like that, I try to block them out, despite them stealing material from me, despite them deleting me from groups and stuff like that, stealing my content, because there are people in this community that stole my content, like, and I don't want to call other names, because we're talking about Mickey. I don't want to call the other people, because you guys already know who they are. But yeah, I want to say I was kind of disappointed, because the last thing I heard about her is that she was getting married, because that was the news that I got. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. She finally left that dusty, and she really leveled up, and she really did the work, and she put in the work and everything like that. And now she's getting married. So I thought she turned over a new leaf. I thought she changed her scamming, trifling ways, because again, like, I wasn't following her up, so I didn't know what was going on. I saw her mugshot, her makeup skills are on point. Yeah, she learned to do makeup. Something about Mickey didn't set right with me. Yeah, it's a lot of people. She got married, correction. So did she get married or not? Because like, I don't know what's going on. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, right now she's in jail. I don't know if she's I don't know if she's out on bail, but she was arrested and charged with money laundering, theft, scamming or whatnot on the 10th of February. And I guess people noticed that she was missing, and I guess someone did some digging and they found out that she was she's in jail. And again, I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed because this is not the first time. Like there, I saw the older mugshot, like the mugshot that she had from years ago. We all know, we knew this. Okay, we know she has a past, and she has said to you guys that she's a scammer. She only married with a blue collar guy once. Okay. After a couple of videos you unfollowed. Yeah, so I was there in the beginning of Mickey's journey. You guys know that I was one of the OG members of Shira's Gold Digging group, and Mickey came into that group after me. And Mickey just came, and this is how narcissists are. Like they will come, and their presence is so felt and so out there, like you can't help but notice them. And I saw Mickey came in there looking busted as fuck, looking raggedy, breastfeeding. She had a child at 39 years old because Mickey and me is the same age. They're saying she's 40, but I'm 41 going on 42, so I don't know if that's the correct age, because honestly the last time I checked, I thought me and Mickey was the same age. So I don't know how they're saying she's 40. But yeah, I remember she was breastfeeding. She had a bunch of kids. She had that husband. She had a full-time job. She was moderating the group and had a YouTube channel. And she was doing all of that. But this is when the red flags, when I saw the red flags. But actually, I saw the red flags before, because I remember she was in the original group saying that her man is a dusty. She's tired of her dusty, blah, blah, blah. But then she was in the level up group saying that her man is a provider. So that was red flag number 1. Red flag number 2 was when she said that she has 7 sugar daddies on rotation and she gets thousands of dollars from her sugar daddies. And I'm like, bitch, where? First of all, we never saw any receipts. And secondly, I mean, if you are claiming that you have that many sugar daddies, like, come on, like, show us the receipts, show us the formula, like how you do it and whatnot. None of that ever happened. And I know it was a lie, because having one sugar daddy is draining. I've had sugar daddies before. When I was younger, the last sugar daddy I had, I was 32 years old. And that was the last sugar daddy that I had. And then, I went on to get married. I married to my provider. Yeah, she never showed receipts. So I ended up marrying my provider. But, and I know how draining it is to be dealing with one sugar daddy. Because if you are in the community, there are a lot of women that are actual sex workers in the community. And they say, and make no mistake, sugaring is a form of sex work. Let's not kid ourselves, let's be real, because you all know I keep it real. A lot of those women will say that, they would rather be an escort or whatnot instead of sugaring, because sugaring is very draining. It is draining. It's a lot of work, focusing on this one guy and, trying to maintain this relationship with a sugar daddy. They take up so much of your time, you all. And imagine having 2 and 3, and imagine 7. And I know that was a lie, because there's no way you could be breastfeeding, have kids that to take care of, a husband that you got to take care of, a full-time job, and you're a full-time YouTuber. There was no way, you were having all these conventions and stuff like that. There was no way she was doing that and having 7 sugar daddies, because guys, I am barely hanging on. Like, I barely have time to come on this Instagram. You all know I don't even post on here. And, I decided that, I'm just going to come on here and just do a live once a week as my way of contributing. Because, I ain't got time to make pictures and stuff like that. Like, I honestly, maybe I need to hire someone to make Instagram posts for me or something like that. But, I don't got the time. I have 2 YouTube channels. I have a husband. I have cats. I have a bunch of stuff going on. I have things that I'm working on. I have my Patreon. I have the book club. I am busy. And I cannot even imagine, rotating, having kids and have 7 sugar daddies on a roster. That's how I knew she was lying. Another thing she said was, the only book she read was Whole Tactics. And she said she read Whole Tactics, and that's the book that she used, and that's how she was able to go get all these sugar daddies on a roster. And she would go to she would tell you to go to Whole Foods, and that's where she meets all her sugar daddies, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay. I even took a consultation with her, and because I wanted to see what the hype was about, and I was curious because I wanted to know what she was telling the advice she was telling people. So I booked a consultation with her, and this woman told me to divorce my husband. Okay, and in those days, I'm not gonna lie, I was having a little issues in my marriage. So she told me to divorce my husband. I'm gonna try to read your comments. Shira unfriended her very recently. She defended Mickey long time, even when we knew she was scamming a bunch of women. I love Shira, but let's be honest here. I don't see. I don't want to. I don't want to. We're not talking about Shira. I don't want to get into that because that is very a complicated situation, and Shira is not the type of person to overshare. And I don't think Shira likes that type of drama. So I have noticed that Shira has distanced herself from her from a very long time. Since the whole convention thing that Mickey had. But I know for a fact, in my opinion, I don't think they are friends. But Shira is not gonna come on here and be like, "Oh, I'm no longer friends with this person," blah blah blah. We do not know what's going on. You all know how Shira is. You all know Shira is not the type of person to put that type of information out there. She's not gonna talk about her personal life or people victimizing her, people scamming her, because at the end of the day, nobody's perfect, and no matter how great you are at critical thinking and stuff like that, you can still get scammed or still get fooled by narcissistic people at the end of the day. Okay? She addressed it today without addressing it. Okay. Yeah, I forgot where my train of thought was. Yeah. So anyway, she told me to divorce my husband and go sugar full time. And she was telling me that, mind you, I live in a third world country. She's telling me to go freestyle at the hospitals to meet doctors. That doesn't make any sense because healthcare in my country is free. These doctors in my country are not making they're not making a lot of money unless they're private. Okay, so most doctors in my country don't make a lot of money because the healthcare is free in my country. You can go to the hospital, you can get treated, you can even get surgery. Granted, you have to be on a waiting list. Healthcare in my country is free, so it's pointless freestyling at a hospital. She even told a girl to freestyle at a funeral. Like, I'm like, where is she getting all this type of information from, and why she's giving people this type of this horrible advice? And that's another thing I want you ladies to understand, that people, a lot of these gurus, especially the ones that do not read, because I know the ones that do not read. If you are reading, this is why I have the book club, and which is why I pay a lot of attention to the books in the file section. We read them. If you are reading, you are already 10 steps ahead of everyone else in the game. And if your guru or your mentor is not someone that reads, I wouldn't invest a lot into that mentor, if you know what I mean. You remember the funeral freestyling? Yeah. So that's Sheena, I'm getting, someone is asking me if I'm live. I just saw the notification coming, but I can't reply because I'm here. Yeah, so if you are not reading the books in the file section, because all the answers are in the book, and I know it's difficult, especially now in this day and age where it's so difficult. Everyone has a lot going on. I know it's difficult to sit and read a book. I mean, we just did The Art of Seduction, and it took us 6 weeks to finish that book, because that's a very difficult book. It's a lot, okay? Yeah. No lie, your clubs push me to read so much. I'm happy I'm part of your Patreon. Oh, thank you, Daira. Yes, I've been up at 5 a.m. reading them books. Good, because I encourage you guys to read, because I promise you the answers that you need there. The information is out there, And another thing I heard is that, she scammed women out of $15,000, $20,000. And I'm like, what is going on in your life that you need to scam people? Number one, that you need to scam people that kind of money. Like, what kind of lifestyle are you living? Clearly, this is not a person. This is not this is not a high value person, if you know what I mean. Like, this is someone who vibrates on lack and poverty mindset. Because if you have to scam, that is poverty mindset. Because at the end of the day, I am not out here stealing or scamming or anything like that. I don't have to do none of that shit, because my life is good. I have a good life. I'm living a good life. I'm so blessed, and that's another thing, ladies. You gotta really look at the lifestyle that you are living and the things that you are doing, which is blocking you from abundance and blocking you from attracting money. Because if you're at work and maybe you're stealing paper clips and stuff like that, even though it's paper clips, it's still stealing, and it's still poverty mindset and a lack mindset. Because I know I don't have to steal shit, because I get and I track everything that I need and more. I don't have to scam anybody. And I'm sitting here thinking that these women are getting scammed out of 20K, 15K, and I'm sitting up here charging $5 and $15 for my Patreon, and bitches complaining like, the fuck? Do you know what you could do with 20K? You could have gotten surgery, you could have invested in yourself, you could have bought some stock. There's so many things that you could have done if you had invested that money in yourself. Okay? You could have bought like 10 courses. There are so many things that you could have done. You give that woman 15,000. I mean, I'm not trying to judge the people, because at the end of the day, I mean, the victims, I do feel bad for the victims, but it's just so infuriating when I think about it. Okay, right. Plastic surgery, laser hair removal. There's so many things. You could have bought a car. You could have maybe paid a down payment on a house. Like, there's so many things you could have done. Okay, there's so many things you could have done with 20K. 20K can get me land in my country. Okay, I can get a small piece of land in my country, down in the south or something. In Suriname, I would have had a duplex. Exactly, like, and you know what? She's carrying people out of that money, and guess what? You're still going to jail. And this is how she got caught. Her son stole her car to go commit a burglary. That's a report that is coming out. There's a woman on YouTube that basically went into depth and talked about the whole thing. I think her name is the Spiritual Whistleblower. I am going to link her video in the description below, in the YouTube, because I'm going to upload this to YouTube. Like, I'm here to speak my piece once and for all. I am no longer staying quiet. Like, I'm just saying it because it has to be said. There are too many scammers and narcissistic people in this community. This community can be so toxic. And you know what? I just try to stay in my lane and mind my business and stuff like that, and just do me. Because, you know, even me have gotten a lot of hate, but these people don't even get the hate that I get. You know, people got mad at me for starting a Patreon. People got mad at me for charging for my group. And guess what? I would never regret doing that, because it was the best decision I made. The women in the group are so much more focused. We are able to grow so much and learn so much in an environment where it's much safer. There is no drama. Like this, the group has been drama free ever since, and I love it that way, which is why I'm very, very skeptical of who I allow in the group, which is why you have to do the screening process and everything like that. This is why all of this stuff is important to me. Why are you labeling her a narcissistic? Because it's like narcissistic people, they can't add value at all. Everything is about them, and they take and take and take. And a lot of them tend to be very money hungry, and a lot of them tend to be focused on, image, keeping up appearances and stuff like that. So that's typical narcissistic behavior. I didn't realize that she was narcissistic, because after I saw that video, I'm going to post a video below. When I saw that video, I was like, you know what, it makes sense, because, I thought her personality was just her being a Cancer. But, they are very, what's the word? They take and take. They're very, what's the word I'm looking for? Parasitic. Because, she's sitting up there, donate, shaming people for not donating on her YouTube super chat and stuff like that. I have super chat. I don't even use that shit, because at the end of the day, this is not my main source of income. I am not out here to scam anyone. And because at the end of the day, and the reason why I don't charge a lot is because I know there are a lot of women in this community that are not financially where they want to be. And what kind of person would I be if I'm out here scamming women? And you know what? We used to say, like, scam the men, scam the men. I ain't even got time. Listen, narcissistic like instant gratification. That's true. I don't even got time to scam men anymore, because honestly, if you are scamming, it means that you are vibrating on lack and poverty mindset. Okay, if you feel like you have to scam, it means that you feel like you are lacking something. Okay, girls have been following you for years. You're legit. Oh, thanks, girl. Yeah, so that look at the lengths she went to keep her grandiosity. Yeah, that's why I'm labeling her a narcissist. But at the end of the day, I'm not a professional. This is all my opinion, and I'm sharing my experience with you guys. You do not have to take my word as gospel. I always tell you guys this. I encourage my followers to listen to other people, have other mentors beside me. And you guys already know this. I'm not gonna be up here and be like, well, I'm the truth and the light. I'm Jesus fucking Christ. I ain't got time for that. Okay, that is not me. Because at the end of the day, I can stop doing this tomorrow, and guess what? I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be fine. Okay, I can stop doing this tomorrow. If people sitting here and thinking this is my main source of income, you all don't know my life at all. But anyway, anyway, where was I? Yeah, so back to the her son stealing her car to commit a burglary. That's how she got caught, because the police were looking for her. Apparently there was a warrant out for her arrest. She moved and everything, and they couldn't find her. And it runs in the family. Like, that entire family needs a reset. And I am very concerned about someone who is doing that, because I'm concerned about what type of lifestyle that you are living, that you need that much money, and you are getting the money. Okay, you're getting the money, but it's not enough. You have to keep scamming. I just think it's very concerning. You saved me. I was feeling so bad about myself because of listening to Kevin. Next few days, I attracted a high value earning man. You helped me remember my worth. Okay, I'm so glad I was helpful. Yeah, so back to the narcissism. A lot of them are unable to add value. They don't add value at all. Kevin Samuel is a narcissist. Damn it, I shouldn't have called any name. But anyway, there's another one. There's a girl who has a large following. Every time she goes live, she's sitting up there talking about herself. Not a single gem is dropped in those live. And I see people in the comments asking her questions, asking for help, and she wouldn't even address those questions. She wouldn't even answer them. And this woman has a lot of followers. She was mean spirit. I remember how she went after. Oh, okay. She went after a lot of people, but another red flag I saw was when she hit her kid in camera. Like, she was in a Facebook live in the old group, and her kid was coming up, and she was like, oh, leave me alone, and she would like hit her kids on camera. And I'm thinking, if she's acting like that on camera, can you imagine what she's like when the camera is off? And I don't take to hitting your kids on camera. Like, come on, have some control. I mean, spanking your kids at home, that's fine, but on camera, like, what are you doing? Why do women listen to men for advice? It's weird. Men are your biggest haters. That is true. A man will never say or do anything that goes against his self-interest. I don't care who that man is. Okay? If you guys are lost, I'm going to upload this on my YouTube channel so you guys can catch the replay. Yeah, I remember she removed kept wives, sugar babies, okay? She removed those girls from the group. There were girls, listen, that group used to be lit. From the minute Mickey touched down, she was so threatened by those women. I used to wonder why I was so threatening to her, because obviously she had a problem with me. Okay, but she removed all those women from the group and just left, and we were left with all the pygmies and the women that were lost. And that was one of the reasons why I started the Other Seduction group. No one knew why I started that group, and I gotta say that I'm here because of her. But then another way to know when someone is narcissistic is when this person is very ungrateful. Like, they would never ever acknowledge the people that helped them. And I remember going under her videos, and then Shira would come in the chat and she would be leaving snide remarks. She would get upset because people were like, hi Shira, You know, like when I saw that, I was like, girl, Shira is the one that put you on. Why are you so ungrateful? So narcissistic people are very ungrateful. They do not know how to be grateful. They do not know how to appreciate nothing. No matter what you do for these people, it will never be enough. And I noticed that because honestly, I will always be grateful for what Shira has done for me, which is why I'm not out here trying to cancel Shira, because at the end of the day, I know Shira is only human. Ladies, your mentor is not perfect, okay? Your mentor is not perfect, all right? So, you know, honestly, you gotta be careful of who you listen to. If your mentor is come across as money hungry, you know, send me money, send me money, send me money, send donations, pay for this, pay for that, book a consultation, blah 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 blah. Like, I ask you guys to sign up to my Patreon, because you can sign up as little for as a cup of coffee a month. Okay? That's all. You don't even have to join my group if you don't want to. You don't even have to book a consultation if you don't want to. Okay? No, listen, I have an abundant mindset, so I attract money. I don't have to be out here begging and demanding and saying I'm the pastor and you know, put the nation, the passing around the collection, the virtual collection basket. I don't have time for none of that shit. Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, I've seen that comment, Zina, but I'm not going to. I'm not gonna read it. Okay, but I see where I know who you're talking about, and I'm not exactly sure because I don't follow her. But if you think so, follow. You know, trust your instinct. Okay, just trust your instinct. Okay, but yeah. Yeah, if that person comes across as money hungry, and then a lot of these narcissists think they put their followers in sticky situations, like the same thing that goes on in Clubhouse, where these women are allowing these men to come in and allowing these men to troll and shit on their followers and, you know, shame their followers and be very abusive. That's a tactic because, you know, they're doing that to put you in a place where you're insecure and you don't feel good, so that, you know, they're going to come and be like, well, you know, if you need help or you need a consultation, you know, come and book a consultation with me, come buy my book or come buy my course or something like that. Listen, that is narcissistic. That is narcissistic tendencies, because what they are doing is devaluing you. Do not let these people devalue you. If you are listening to someone and you're in their space and you feel bad in some way or the other, or you are meant to feel devalued or shamed or whatnot, or this person is belittling you, if you feel like that, just walk away. Okay? Even if you're listening to me and you feel like that, you are free to walk away from me. Honestly, no one has to follow me. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to listen to a word I say, and you don't have to listen to just me alone. Like, I want you guys to listen to other people in the community, because, you know, how else would you know who's the right person, you know, who's the right mentor for you? You know what I mean? We are all intuitive. You aren't given certain feelings in vain. Tap into your abilities. Exactly. So I don't think the super chat on YouTube is bad. You should use it. Yeah, I will definitely try to go live on YouTube at some point. But right now I have a lot going on. But don't worry, y'all. I know the super chat is not bad, but I don't use super chat right now currently. I have it, but I don't use it right now because I ain't got the time. You know, like, I don't know how these women can be on. Again, this is not my main source of income, so I cannot afford to be on YouTube for 2-3 hours, you know, streaming. Because, you know, when I get off of here, I have shit to do. When I get off of here, I have to go to my Rotary meeting, because at the end of the day, I am trying to practice what I preach. I'm telling you guys to social climb. You guys got to network. I'm telling you guys to join these Rotary clubs, join the Toastmasters, join all these join a tennis club, get out there and meet people. I have to do it too. You know, so when I get off here, I have a meeting to go to. I got shit going on, okay? Those who hide and just ask for money, like y'all, like Chloe. Y'all, she has never shown her face, ever. That's interesting. You're legit, Maria. Thank you for warning ladies that may not be aware. Yeah, I try to warn people, but people said that I was a hater and I wish I was Mickey and blah blah blah. And I was like, you know what? Okay, fine. You all go ahead and get scammed. And guess what? At the end of the day, if you are scamming people, people are gonna come for you. People will want to try to get their money back. People will expose you. It is what it is. There isn't a single person in this community can say that they got scammed by Maria. You will never hear that shit. Never. Maria, how did you get the retreat invite? If you don't mind sharing, I'm a Toastmasters, but it's taking a lot. Okay, so there are two ways you can do it. You can reach out to your current network and ask anyone if they know anyone in a Rotary Club. Okay, or you can message them online. Okay, and what they're gonna do, they're gonna put you in a group of prospective Rotary members. And in order for you to get into the club, obviously you will definitely have to pay a fee, but you have to keep attending the meetings because I'm still a prospective member. Okay. I also reached out to someone in my community, and they put me in touch with the president of another Rotary club in my country, but I don't like the vibes of that club. To me, I think the guy who's the president was comes across as a little inappropriate. So I'm gonna stick with the group that I'm in right now because there's a lot more women in the group, and I feel comfortable being in that group. So I keep attending the meetings. And very soon I'm going to become a member because it's no issue for me to pay the fee and stuff like that. So you're going to pay, you reach out to them online, you send them a message or an email. Someone is going to get back to you, and they're going to put you in a group for prospective members. You have to attend the meetings and stuff like that. Because they want to see you because it's like a probation period. They're not just going to let you come in because they don't know if you're going to be dedicated or not. Okay. So yeah, there's that, or you can reach out in your current network because you do not know who knows who, because we did read speaking of which, this book right here, the Social Climbers Bible. Okay, we did read this book. I really love this book. Oh y'all, it's dusty y'all. Oh. It's been sitting on that table for like weeks. Sorry y'all. Yeah, read this book, ladies. If you cannot buy the book is in the group. If you are in my free group, the Charm And Opulence group, I'm sure this book is in the file section. Download the book, read the book. If you do not want to buy it, you can read it for free or purchase the book. One of the techniques they say is to reach out to your network that you currently have, and start leveling up from there. Because again, you really do not know who knows who. Remember, there's the 6 degrees of separation. Okay. I'm not gonna say the name. Sounds like an angry black woman, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. Like I don't consume her content. Like, okay. See this? Okay, I'm not going to say what I want to say because this is going to go on YouTube and I don't want this to get back. But I do not consume her content. But, so I can't really, I did make a judgment in the beginning when she just started. And there was something that she was saying that I didn't take too well because I feel like, she was like age shaming a lot of women because I think she believes that if you're over 30 or over 35, you're old as fuck and you can't level up. But I think she has changed. I don't know. Like, I don't consume her content right now, so I don't know. I just do me, and I just try to stay in my lane. When I come on here and I'm sharing gems with you guys, it's because of, from my experience or what I've been reading and stuff like that. I'm not consuming other people's content. I don't watch I don't watch Kitten Heels content. I don't watch these people content. Because at the end of the day, I do not believe that these people are. I've never heard anyone said that Kitten Heels, you all know who I'm talking about when I say Kitten Heels. I haven't heard anyone say that, he has changed their life or anything like that. Okay? I haven't heard any positive testimony. I haven't heard anyone whose life was able to turn around or anything. Okay? So, I don't know. And I'm pretty good with my small following at the end of the day because I am not out there chasing clout. Like, I ain't got time for that, y'all. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say, y'all. Just be careful. And I just wanted to say that, I am not surprised, Please stop getting scammed out here, ladies. If someone is asking, if someone is selling you that's another thing. These people are selling dreams. That's all they're selling, dreams. I don't sell dreams. I don't sell fairy tales. I don't believe in fairy tales. I believe in order for you to get to a certain lifestyle in life, you gotta put in some work. And the work that you're gonna put in is not sexy. And that's why people don't like, that's why my content is not that appealing. That's why I don't see people share my content, because the work that you have to put in is not sexy. You have to put in the work. You gotta lose the weight. You gotta do the inner work. You gotta read the books. You gotta attend the meetings. You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta go out there and social climb. You gotta start doing the work from at work. You gotta do a lot of things. It's a lot of work you gotta do. But once you're doing the work, it does pays off. Like I promise you, you're gonna look back in 2-3 years and you're gonna be like, wow, I came a long way. You gotta put in the work, ladies. Like you cannot be lazy and do not expect do not be out here buying fairy tales and dreams. Like don't. And usually when people are selling dreams, it always looks good. It sounds good. Everything looks good. Like especially when you are constantly being told what you want to hear. Because I know I say things that people don't want to hear, and that's fine. I get it. Meanwhile, he's out here on dating sites but telling other people how to find a mate. Child. And you all know how I feel about online dating. Like listen, if me and my husband divorced today or tomorrow and I'm back out on the market, I am not going to be using online dating. That's not the route I'm going. Because I did not meet my husband online. I didn't meet my ex online. I didn't meet none of my sugar daddies online. Okay, I had one boyfriend that I met online. And this was years ago on OkCupid, like when online dating was new. Okay? There was no smartphones, there was no apps, there was no Tinder, there was no Facebook didn't even exist. The only social media platform there was MySpace. We used to meet up on Messenger. There was no FaceTime, there was nothing. There was none of that stuff. I met this guy online. We exchanged phone numbers. We talk on the phone and stuff like that. He was even sending me money even before I met him and stuff like that. And that was years ago. I was 22 years old when I met him. But every time I went online after that, it just got worse. Like, listen, online dating. I'm not saying don't do it at all, but don't put your eggs in one basket and explore your other options. Okay, because at the end of the day, there's a psychology about when a man meets you in person. Because when he meets you in person, he always remembers. Especially like my husband to this day, he always talk about the first day we meet. He always talks about it, and they romanticize the way they meet you in person. When they meet you online, because a lot of couples especially, I know couples who meet online and they will lie to people and lie and pretend that they met in person. I don't know what it is, but when they meet you in person, they really value that and they romanticize that in this kind of weird way. I can't explain it, If someone knows more about psychology, you guys can, comment and explain why that is. Yeah, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. Exactly, I agree. What are my top 5 books? Okay, 48 Laws of Power, The Social Climber's Bible, The Art of Seduction. How many is that? That's 3. The Satanic Witch. And Jeannie Sales, How to Meet and Marry the Rich. The Pink Pill has a workshop coming up featuring Shira, but the workshop was the Pink Pill's idea. Shira never does workshops, so I'm not sure what makes her agree to this. Because she's probably getting money. She's probably getting a cut. I'm actually, y'all, speaking of workshop, I'm actually working on a workshop. I'm going to make an announcement soon. I already made the announcement on Patreon, but I'm working on it because I do not know when it's going to be released or anything like that. We do not know all of that stuff yet. But I am going to do a workshop, and that workshop is going to be on dark femininity, the dark side of femininity, obviously. Because you all know that all these femininity coaches and teachings and stuff out here, everyone is telling you to wear dresses and be soft and feminine and run in the fields with flowers and, you know, spin around and all that type of shit. No. There's a dark side of femininity, and you have to tap into that, to the dark feminine, in order to win in life. I ain't seen nobody talking about it, and I don't want to put it out there for free because I know those bitches are going to steal it and sell it to you. So I am going to do a workshop on dark femininity. It is going to be good. It's going to be life-changing. You guys do not want to miss it. Okay? So, having said that, I think I'm done. I think I already said what I had to say. I said my piece because, you know, I wanted to come on here to talk about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West getting a divorce. But y'all, this thing with, you know, Mickey Fox getting arrested is just too much. Okay? Maybe I'll still do, I like dark femininity. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a workshop on dark femininity because you guys can tap into the dark feminine. And you're gonna see a difference in your life. Okay? You're not gonna be out here seeking male validation. You're not gonna be seeking anyone's validation. You have to tap into that goddess energy, because a goddess doesn't need a male validation at all, because she knows she's a fucking goddess. Okay? I need an evil laugh. You've been hearing about dark feminine energy ever since the Silhouette Challenge happened. Yeah, maybe now is the time to bring that information out here, because I knew about dark femininity from my previous mentor. And I am going to share with you guys what I've learned from her. Kim did what she could with that madman. Yeah, that's what I wanted to come in here to talk about. But maybe I'll do like a video and post it. Maybe I'll just do a video and talk about it, because, you know, I wanted to get on it, you know, while people are still talking about it, you know, because I already made a video about Lori Harvey. And, you know, we did talk about that in the Clubhouse, but see, the thing about Clubhouse is, like, you know, you can't record the meetings and upload it onto YouTube, because I think it goes against their community guidelines or something like that. But yeah, at least here on Instagram, at least I can, you know, download the videos and post it so that you guys who missed it can see it. Can you repeat the books or make a post? Okay, I'll definitely make a post about it. I'll post about it, like, you know, I always say I'm going to post about it and then I don't, you know. So I'm going to try to make a post in the group tonight. But, you know, when I get off here, in the next hour, I have my Rotary meeting, you know, because I missed the one last week because I had something going on. But, you know, I try to make those meetings because I'm very, very serious about this. Because I'm telling you, once we can go out there in the real world and start, you know, socializing again, at least I have a leg up. How much my workshop will be? That is yet to be determined, because I am going to be partnering with someone. You guys already know who she is, but, you know, you all wait for the announcements and stuff like that. I'm working on it, guys. I'm also going to record it. So people who missed it, or maybe new people, because I want it to be recorded for people to be able to purchase it in the future. Because honestly, I'm not going to put that information out there for free. Like, I've had too many people stealing my damn content and acting like it's their idea. Okay, and the reason why I put that stuff out there for free is because I love sharing information. But, you know, when I see people who never read a fucking book, and, you know, they come and they spy in my group. I've had people sign up to my Patreon just so that they can spy on my meetings. Okay, and these are people that have other platforms, they have groups and stuff like that, and they coach women. And I'm like, okay, girl, okay. But anyway, you guys wouldn't know that. Because most of you guys do not know what goes on behind the scenes. And, you know, I don't like to come on here, because, like, when you call those people out, their followers think you're being a hater. And, like, you know, I try not to be messy, but, you know, sometimes I'm like, girl? Really? You should get a doctorate and be an author. You can be an author without a doctorate, but you never know. Do you do consultations on working with the dark feminine? Actually, no, I don't. So just sign up to the workshop. And once you sign up to the workshop, you wouldn't need to do consultation or anything like that. They're applying the laws of power. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's another thing. She. Yeah, that's why that's another reason why I don't really get mad and I don't really say anything, because at the end of the day, if you have read the 48 laws of power and you see it happening, and you practice it, like, you can't really get mad when you see people doing it. I'm like, okay, girl, all right. So anyway, ladies, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do appreciate the love and the support. I do appreciate your loyalty, because honestly, like, I rather have 20 loyal followers than a bunch of followers that are disloyal or don't even listen to me, okay? So I appreciate you guys' loyalty and your generosity, because you guys have been nothing but really, really sweet to me, and I really, really appreciate it. Like, no, seriously, I love you guys. You guys have been so sweet, like, honestly. And that's another thing. I'm so glad that I decided to monetize my platform, because the followers that I have now, even though it's a lot less, you guys have been amazing. You guys should give yourself a round of applause too, because you guys, and I'm seeing you guys are making a lot of progress in your life. It's refreshing to be in a group where you're not scrolling and you're seeing a bunch of pick me posts after another pick me post. Like, thank God we don't have that shit in our group. Ladies, tell them we don't have that shit in our group. Like, the women in my group are so focused. And you all know I'm result oriented. I want to see results. Like, I don't want to listen. If you're following me, I don't want you to be broke. Okay, I need you. I want to get you making money. I want to get you leveling up your social status. Social climbing. Meeting high value men and all that type of stuff. Doing the inner work, using the law of attraction and everything, because it's a lot of work. It's not just one thing, and also spiritually as well. This is what I want for you guys, because honestly, this is not, I mean, a lot of people in the level up community, they focus on the physical, because at one point the level up was all about putting on a makeup, beating your face, putting on a wig, but there's so much more that goes into it, and you guys have been putting in the work, and I see it. So you guys should pat yourself on the back. You guys are doing great. I love you. I appreciate you. And with that, I'm out. And of course, if you're just joining and you miss the beginning or whatnot, you can, I'm going to upload this video onto my YouTube channel, guys. So I'm going to try to do that tonight so that you guys can catch the replay. Okay? When I was on the free group, I saw so much results. Then I fell off and noticed the difference. Oh, yeah. The free group was really great, but there was so many people. There was so many haters. Like, y'all, it became so toxic, y'all, because I remember I had a lot of anxiety. I remember feeling depressed. I even remember thinking about just deleting the group and just getting off social media. I was even thinking about doing all of that. But then again, I was like, you know what? I love what I do, because I love helping women. This is my calling. How to join the monetized group? You have to send me a DM. Send me a DM on here, or send me a DM on Facebook. If you message me on Facebook, I reply quicker on Facebook. My name on Facebook is Maria Fleming, and you have to pass the screening process, because I want your money. I'm not taking nobody's money unless they pass the screening process, because trust me, I do deny a lot of people. There are people that I would not allow in the group, and I just tell them to just join the free group and work towards a level up and get back to me when they feel like they are ready. But yeah, so if not, just join the Patreon, because there's a lot of gems on the Patreon. I just don't want to bring in any newbies or anyone that I feel that is unfit to be in the group, because when you get in the group, you are in a community with women, and I need that community to be drama free, and I need everyone to be on the same level and the same page. You missed the asset seduction group so much. Join the paid group, girl. The group is still around, girl. It's just that it's a paid group now, and we have like 300 members. It's not as big as it used to be. So yeah. Anyway, ladies, again, with that, I'm gone. I'm gone for real now. Bye. Wait, how do I end this? I always forget how to end this shit. Oh, okay, let me see. Okay.